making sure y'all can see it. All right. So in the film breakdown, what we gonna do? We gonna lay it back to. Well, I told you this whole thing's about chess, and you know the Queen's Gambit and everything like that. If you're watching, make sure to like, share, subscribe to the content. Hit the cash app because you know YouTube be tripping. I ain't got that many goddamn plays. YouTube, don't play with me today, bro. Damn, they be trying to kill us. Film breakdown people. It's okay. We gonna get them. We on our way to some getting sponsored in a little bit. We're gonna talk about first of all, because like I said, we make a channel for savants here. We're gonna talk about Micah Parsons and the effect he had. We're gonna talk about the effect he had and how he missed it. Now here he is right here. Let me show you. First of all, I thought Zimmer was a madman last year. What he was doing was insane. He got Micah over here in this wide ass 9 outside of damn Luke McCaffrey and everything like that. But he moved him around, and the reason why Quinnen don't have the same effect and why we was missing this, like I told y'all, as an offensive lineman, we're worried about where he is at all times. Like we are petrified on where Micah Parsons is, man, because he's just a nuclear type player. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a player like that, you don't just ignore that, him being over here. So of course we need to set the double teams or set the zone side if we can over here. But how Zimmer was so smart, sometimes he'll use Micah as the decoy, or sometimes he'll use him as the whole thing. He showed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He showed 6 on the line. I think it's 7 out here. 6 or 7 guys. This is putting, and this is a third down situation. You can tell because they're empty. They're empty. You know what I'm saying? This is putting a lot of stress on his rookie quarterback, Jaden Daniels, who sees Micah all the way over here with a tackle. I don't think this guy's starting for them no more. But showing 6 guys, there's gonna be some people he can't block. He drops Kendricks back off. But mind you, look at 76. Look where his eyes at. He was worried about Kendricks. It's too late now. It's already too late. We still got, a little bit younger Donovan Wilson. We know he good at blitzing, but dog, he doing a stunt with Micah Parsons over here. This is that man. Zimmer was a madman when he was doing. Look at this. The effect we had right here, the confusion we created. 76 does not get back to his responsibility and coming back to get Donovan Wilson. He gets chased off. He gets chased off right here. He gets chased off. Next play. Very next play. Then this is how he unlocked. He unlocked Overshown. Overshown was a dangerous rusher, especially from the A gap. And how he did it, he got them lined up to the same side, bro. If I'm the offensive line, bro, I am sliding this way. I am sliding this way. We're putting the slide somewhere this way, and they're gonna chip with him. Look, we committing 1, 2, 3, 5 linemen and 2 extra guys in the route. That's the whole thing. Also, with these chess pieces, bro, you got to commit more to them. And the more people you commit into the pass protection, the less people you got going down. You got to worry about covering. And plus, you got Micah. You got, what I'm saying. So let me show you. Why do I keep doing that, mouse? Here he goes again. Look at that. John Michael Stevens. He was shaking in his boots because he thought he had to block Overshown. But Micah coming over here on a what? Look, he just confused, man. Get this man some milk, bro. Hold on. Let me move my phone just a bit. Overshown drops in coverage. But look, they over here worried about doubling Osa. Look, they confused. Confusion. Sack. You feel me? Here he is again. Micah on the end. He always, I'm telling you, bro, even fools need to take a page out of Zimmer's books. I miss Zimmer. Zimmer was a genius. He was a mad scientist with his pressure, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys on the line with Louis foul, and he had Overshown. This is a lot. This is a lot of pressure that you putting on initially. This is a lot going through the mind, and you got Drew Lock in here. He got the running back up. We do this now. There's like this personal protective position where thinking like one of them is gonna be a double A gap blitz, but this double A gap mug literally killed folks. But guess what? They also have to worry about Micah, he was using Micah as a giant decoy. But Micah himself is like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like this look right here, because they were worried about the double A gap. Look, he splits up. This splits up the zone slide. Because they had the running back there. They thought they was going to be blocking either one of them. Zimmer dropped both Overshown and Kendricks. But guess what? We still got to worry about who? Micah. And Micah's one-on-one with Evan Neal? It's too late. It's too late. Here he is again. Versus the you know what I'm saying? Hey, the Bengals. He loved this double A gap mug. This right here, he was just using it as a chess piece, man. It's just using it as a chess piece, man. Just causing commotion, causing chaos, worrying about all that. People just leaking off. And it was a fumble right there. You know what I'm saying? So we were missing that. We were missing that from a schematical standpoint, but we're just missing somebody who commanded that much attention. You feel me? Now, let's get into how the 4-3 and the 5-man front came from. If y'all been watching me, y'all know what game it came in. Yeah, it was the Carolina game. We be breaking down the film every week. It was the damn Carolina game. I said it. Make sure to like, subscribe to the video, man. If y'all watching everywhere, let me see, just make sure people see. Okay. All right, yeah. It was the Carolina game. We were getting uprooted like an MF. Clark, we had Kenny Clark and Osa. People, so this is why, you know what I'm saying? People were getting on the linebackers for sure in this game, but I kind of laugh at them because, dog, look what was happening up front. Getting uprooted. Oh, they getting uprooted. Oh my God. Construction, please. Construction, please. Beep, beep. Get up out the way. They are getting uprooted up out of there, and they're getting pushed into place. And you got rookie linebackers and new mics out there. Yeah, I'm going to get on them for not being lined up correctly. But, dog, you did not help it any better with these defensive tackles, you know what I'm saying, in here. You know what I'm saying? Your Kenny Clark and Osa, they have to be better. And then it didn't get any much better in the game with Toia when the rookie got in here and we had Osa in here. You feel me? Osa flies out of the gap, but guess what? I mean, just because he went out the C gap, this B gap, now they can get up to who? Murray. So the double team technically worked. And they were just running on us. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? This is the very first instance of the 5-man front. Here it is right here. It was in this moment. That's when Eberflus he made the change. Man, he made the change right here. Maris is on the line. Sam is on the like in this inside 3. They got Jay at the 0. They got Clark at this other side of the 3, and they got Ezaraku as this end. That's when we first seen this 5-man front. And to be honest, it still didn't work. It still didn't work. Remember, it still did not work. This is the first instance of it. I don't think we practiced it enough, but I mean, I can tell you one, you know what I'm saying, your 0, he has to be better right here in Toia, but I can't expect much from him because he's a rookie, but he gets reached. And if you look at the play, yeah, you know, Maris has to be better on the edge, but the cutback lane, Jay has to be there. Jay has to be there. And that's we were missing from you had no pursuit backside from your D tackles, or you didn't set the edge. That's what I was saying. Even in the game, the reason why I was still even more mad at what happened in the game is because we moved to the 5-man front and we still couldn't stop the run. So, and this is not the only instance of it. Here we are again. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got here he is. Jay Toia is at the 0. We got Solomon Thomas at the 3. Sam Williams at the this 4 I. And then you got Ezaraku at this wide 9. And you got Clowney. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. And I feel like Reddy damn near on the line of scrimmage too for 6. So you really in a 6-1. Because Reddy, he in this nickel corner, man. You can tell his eyes are in the backfield, man. He's in run support. And here's a rare time it actually worked because, bro, this is what it does. The 5-man front. you just don't have enough to like. Football's a numbers game at the end of the day. If you don't have enough to block, you don't have enough to block. And you know, we could have got him down a little bit sooner right there, Clowney. You feel me? Gotta be better on that right there. But it actually worked finally right there on that zone run. Here it is again. We're in that 5-man front. In that 5 down front right here. Okay? This is like they're trying to run some type of gap action. I think they're trying to do power. They're pulling the guard. They still get yardage right here. It's still a win technically for them. But but listen, they can't do the initial double team to the Murray. Murray is now running free. That was the perks of it. Like we were losing so much in the middle. Look, this triangle right here. That is not a triangle. That's a square. We were losing so much right here. We were trying to get Murray free some type of way, cause like we were getting uprooted to that. And you know, here the puller is right there, but Murray, you know, he can meet him sooner. I want him to be more aggressive right there, but I mean, it looked a lot better than what it was. Here we are again. This is when we had Kenny Clark in, and we had Osa, rest in peace, Marshawn Nealon is in, and we had Ezra Raku, and we had Clowney. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Here we are. Like it's forcing. Look at this. Like now, Kenny Clark has a one-on-one matchup. We're seeing a little bit better. Like he's getting in the way of this pulling guard for the power, and they still get yardage right here. We just got to be better on this pursuit. So this is the part. Like this is why we weren't good enough even when we went to this 5 down front, because we just, you know what I'm saying? Like we just got to fight off these blocks right here. I think, you know, right there, Clowney got reach. I think that's his gap because he got reach right there. But this is what we were missing from our defense. We just didn't have guys. Like we were getting blocked by tight ends. We have to be better right there. Now, here we go. Here's where it all changes, and this is where Quinnen Williams film breakdown comes into play. And I call him. This is where the Queen's Gambit got in. I got a lot of stuff in here on how Quinnen Williams himself. Just picture him in our front in the 4 down and in the 5 down right here. We got it all right here. All right. All right, look how, they were playing a different scheme than us, to be honest. They were playing more stack and shed technique. We were more fire in the gap, and of course, that's what Quinnen Williams want to do. He want to do the fire in the gap. But look at him stacking shed right here. They got a duo happening right here. I'm going to circle it. I ain't gonna circle it. I'm going to show you. They got a duo right here. This is like it's Broderick Jones and 73, and they going up to a linebacker. They're in a 4 down front. And the key block is actually, because they're running this way, is getting Quinnen Williams up out of there. And if you ask the Cowboys, you can do it, man. Because I seen Terrence Steele do it. Hold on, we got a shout out to JA who just subscribed, man. Welcome, man. Welcome to the community. All right, look it up. Look right here. So this is a different technique. I told you he likes to play with that. Look at that narrow stance. Look at this narrow. Let me show you this narrow stance that Quinnen Williams like to do. Very narrow. You see how 97 is more like a tarantula, you know what I'm saying, more stretched out. He's trying to be already in the base. Quinnen loves to play in this narrow stance because he's trying to get up on you quick because he's strong enough to that. You know what I'm saying? He understands, like he's not an average defensive tackle. So he's going to stack. He's going to take on this double team because I'm trying to tell people the way I know how to, feed a double team because I know how to do the duo block. The duo, we trying to get shoulder to shoulder and uproot you. How you defeat a double team or a duo block is you isolate them. You make them isolated because the whole point of the duo block working is that we got both of our forces as offensive linemen going and run one direction. But if you can make some of our forces going in a different direction by getting one guy right here leaned up and another guy trying to push you on the side, you're not going to move. And look at this technique he does right here. You see that? Because, and they have, a solid linebacker play over there with the Jets. Look how he attacked 77 immediately. First off, the get off is, he meets 77 before, he got his second step in the ground before 77 even get his first step out of the ground. Schottenheimer talked about this on, why he liked Quinnen Williams, because he can get that first, which is a fire off, and then that second step in the ground, which means he's already rooted. Look at that. He's rooted before the guard right here in 73 can even get his first step in the ground. They already lost the rep. They already lost the rep. They're trying to launch out of their stance and get off. He's already in the root step. That's why I say like his athleticism is his greatest trait right here. All right. Ooh, let me go back to the mouse. And then look, 77 never had him. Go back. 77, 73 didn't do. He didn't secure the first level. Thought he can just bump him over. 77 never has him because he's just strong with that vice grip strength. Sheds off, makes the tackle. Very athletic tackle right there. You know what I'm saying? Dance on a little bit. You feel me? Here it is again. Another, I believe this is another double team. This is a great run blocking team. This is a great zone blocking team of the Bills. Y'all know the Bills can zone block their ass off. You feel me? Here they are again. They're running some outside zone, but it's not how zone works for the offensive lineman. Right here, I'm gonna back it up. We're trying to overtake and we're trying to cut off. Because the whole point of outside zone, as y'all know, zone in general, we're trying to give the running back multiple lanes to run to. Like he can bounce it, he can bang it, or he can cut it back. That's the whole point of outside zone. But the whole point of us, we need to get our hat play side and cut him off. So right here, 63, 64, and 79, they are going to be working outside zone principles up to 58 to cut them both off because they got to get ready because James Cook may bang it back in for a cutback in there. But in order to do that, you got to defeat, yes, even backside Quinnen Williams. But look at Quinnen Williams right here. Even on his own block, how he takes his on. Stout, continue to run the feet. They have to come off. And he's still stout right there, playing with the leaning into the lineman because they didn't get much leverage off there. Only a couple of yards, and then he's already retracting, which this is the next step, which people don't understand with the nose tackle position. People think this position is easy. Quinnen Williams has enough awareness to see, to do all this, have eyes on the running back, and retrace his steps and close it off to make the tackle. Right there. That's a solid tackle right there. Here he is again. Ray running outside zone. It's not really outside zone, but they can't really get it off. Because Quinnen knows, bro. Like I'm telling you, the way he plays, he knows his greatest superpower is his quickness, man. He can get on these guards quickly. Look at him. Guard trying to get up. He's already in there. See, he already knows what they're trying to do, man. Isolate them. That's how you take on a double team block. Look at this block. They can't move him now unless they choose to get nasty and move him that way. But you can do that with every other normal D tackle. This guy right here, he knows I got 64. 64 is mine. 79, you are irrelevant. You are not on my play because you already on my shoulder. My get off have already beaten you to it. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Bag 64 up. 64 definitely gets a minus on this rep because he affected everything of James Cook. He pushed 64 back into the play. Pushed him back into the play. And he's pursuing. Big fella moving too. He moving too. Dance on him. Here's again versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Again, they were trying to look. See, I think this is his brother too. This is dope. This is dope right here. This is his brother. And they're working this combo block with each other. So, they on the same page right here. He already understands it. See, Quincy understands what's going on right here, man. Quincy Williams and Quinnen Williams. They trying to do a duo right there. But look at Quinnen already shooting. Does not shoot in between the linemen. Shoot for one. Of course, 79, he can't look, I'm telling you, he gets that second step in the ground quick, boy. He gets that second step in the ground quick. Look, bop, bop. He's already there, engaged on the guard. 79 cannot help now. Now 79 gotta leave off to go up to Quincy. But that's what we want. He's isolated, and Quincy now can take on the block. You can see the linebacker taking on the block close to the line of scrimmage. But look, bro, y'all already lost this rep because this guard ain't had control of this block from nothing. Let me back it up for y'all for a little bit. Let me start it over for y'all for a little bit. You feel me? I missed it. Hold on. I'm checking on TikTok. Look at that. Fires off. Extension. Sees him. You know what I'm saying? Disengages. Finishes the play. Finishes a play. That's what we need right there. That's what we've been needing all these years in Dallas, man. We've been needing this, man. Here he is again. Double team. What are they going to do? They're not even moving him. That quickness, I'm telling you, people think it's his strength. It's his quickness. He get up on you. Look at his once again. Look at him in his narrow stance. You see this? He damn near like a frog right here, bro. He in this very narrow ass stance, bro. He in his narrow stance. Look at him. So he can get that first and second step in the ground. Get on guards quickly. Get on tackles quickly. Get on them quick. So that before they can quick. Look at that. Look at, you can see him get off quick. Look at him. Look at the tackle. The tackle, you can tell the tackle ain't got a second step in the ground yet. Look at him. Bah, already got his chin check. And what he already knows how to defeat the double team. Attack one. Don't worry about them both. Isolate them. That's how you stop the double team of offensive linemen. You attack one. And make them on different planes. Once you do that, they are already lost the right. And like look at this. Oh, this is a beautiful play right here. Look at him. Throw his ass like a rag doll. Look at that, man. Hold on, one more time. Bop. That tackle got rocked right there, man. One more time, man, because that's a highlight play right there. How he stand him up like that and shed him. Whole play, 9-5 right there. Here he is again. It's showing his violent hands. Showing his violent hands. Getting a narrow stance. Look at them. I'm telling, bro. But just pay attention real quickly. Can I go slow on this? I can't. Let me see. Look at them. Let me show you. I'm trying to show you that first step. Pay attention to his feet. You see it? It was left foot, then right. One more time. We're gonna pay attention to his feet. And his narrow stance. He's trying to get immediately into his anchor step. First step is get off. Second is anchor. Bop. Already. The guard is still trying to get off, engaging. Once again with the violent hands. He likes to fire off square into your chest. Look at the feet. That boy got feet better than some skilled players on his team. I'm not even gonna cap to you. With this narrow stance. Bop. And the narrow stance. Shed him off. That boy scared the running back. The running back just tipped over. He said, I ain't want to get hit by him. He saw 9-5, you know what I'm saying, get off. You feel me? He saw him get off. And here it is again. This is, okay, now we're going back to 2024. This is when White Cotton was there. This is very, very important. Everybody, if you're watching, make sure to like, share, subscribe to the content. Make sure to hit the Cash App. You feel me? Loustakes, you know what I'm saying? Hey, money sign Loustakes, you feel me? 2024, when White Cotton was there, here's a direct apples to apples comparison of what he's going to be doing when it's 5 down front. He is the nose right here. You see Jermaine Johnson is here. Will McDonald's on the end. And then 97. I forgot who 97 is. Is that Brockers? I think that's Michael Brockers. Will, you know what I'm saying? And they got somebody else. 1, 2, 3. That's the fifth guy right there. 56. I think that's his brother, Quinnen Williams, on the end. Versus a good team in the Niners early in the season. In the zero front. They're trying to run they're running counter action with it's a GT counter. They're pulling the guard and they're pulling the tight end. But I told y'all, if you don't take care of that middle, nothing happens. Right? He already in the chest of the center, causing a disruption. They couldn't get the down block off, so I mean they kind of get some more yards on the play right there. But look, they didn't get that much. Showing off his athleticism right here. Look at him how he tracks this screen right here. They bump over. He's now in the 3-tech. Look at him right here. Read and react. Okay. They're trying to set up a screen. Look at this. Look at this open field tackle right here. Bah. I thought that was really amazing. Just showing how he's a dancing bear in space. I thought he was moving so swiftly in space right here. Let me show you again. Retrace the steps. Open field tackle on a wide receiver. That's harder than what it seems, man, especially as a 300-pound defensive tackle. And then lastly, because I know this is what everybody wants, he provides interior pass rush, which we've been missing desperately for this team. Look at him just get into a bull rush immediately on the center, who does a bad job. This dude got a good get off, trying to get to your check, walk him right back, Interior pressure is the most dangerous pressure of every quarterback because what I tell you, the fastest way to the quarterback is the A gap. Second fastest is the B gap because it's right now. Like it's literally all about direction. And Drake May didn't know it coming. You feel me? Had some, you know, here's one more where he walks the guard right back. Bah! Walk him right back. Look at him. I'm telling you, bro, when he gets off in that stance and he get a punch on you, he's strong enough. Look at it. That's Kenyon Green, too. That's the former first rounder that they traded away this year from the Texans. Walking him straight back to Stroud. Walking him right back to Stroud. Bah! Walking him right back. All right. Now, you saw let's do this thing for TikTok. Make sure I'm still here for TikTok. All right. You saw up front on how it can change. You know, I showed you. I did a good job of showing you the front, the 5 down front, and what we've been missing, comparing what we've been missing from Micah, comparing what we've been missing right now, and how the double teams has been killing us. And I showed you how Quinnen Williams immediately adds to this effect. Now, you see what Quinnen Williams is going to be doing up front. This is who's going to be behind him. This is our new linebacker. I call him the connector because he's meant to come in and stabilize the linebacker position that we have. Will he be, is he a giant upgrade? I wouldn't say that, but I will say you this. Like, he's going to bring a quick trigger and somebody who sees it well, okay? I just want you to show you when, which is rare for the Cincinnati Bengals when he had great DT play. When they actually leave him free, watch him right here. Gets around. Right here, they come inside. 2 on him. He has a fast trigger. He sees it. He's reading the keys. Schottenheimer talked about this. It's reading the triangle. The triangle is this. What the linebacker is reading is the guards. Then they're reading the running back. And then, of course, they're reading the backfield. The guards are going, the linemen and their footwork going to take you to the play every time. You feel me? They're going to take you to the play every time. So right here, he immediately sees they're trying to duo. You know what I'm saying? Like that's run blocking action. He sees the fullback trying to come out here and lead. So guess what? He doesn't go. See, like our linebackers, I'm going to be honest with you, what they would do, they'll fly out of here and make this C gap or B gap bigger than what it was. He stays tight right here, gets on the corner, finishes a play, and makes the tackle right here. That's what happens when he had great play. But the thing that I think Schottenheimer loved about him is how he saw it early. He saw it early. Like he saw it and he triggered early. Here's again. He's flowing hard. Like he's not waiting. He's immediately, and I love his first step is forward. You know what I'm saying? Forward. Reading, seeing that your D tackles are still taking off. Don't commit just yet. Boom, be right there. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna stick his nose in there. He's not afraid to stick his nose in there as a you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Here's again. Bah. Next play, Logan Wilson. 55 right here versus a good running team. Here's again. He's seeing like this lane that they're trying to do, but we're fine through the gaps as a defensive lineman. This lane is opening up for us. How will you fire it? Being very patient with it, coming up the trigger. Being patient again to come up the trigger. Wow, being ready to, you know what I'm saying, not flying out of there, but just holding your gap integrity. That's what I think we've lacked on this defense. He's in coverage. This is where I've seen like when he's not Sanborn. Because like I said, as we saw, remember when we played the Packers, right? They ran this play, got the ball out to Josh Jacobs, right? Remember when Sanborn was one-on-one with Josh Jacobs? What happened? He breaks down, gets a tackle. I mean, I'm just saying. I remember when I saw Sanborn. Sanborn wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to. You feel me? All right, here he is again. I love how like he's patient right here. He's reading. He's reading very quickly. He didn't move. Why did he move, Lou? Because he saw that it's duo. He saw that the linemen are coming forward towards him, which means the play must be coming where? Forward towards him. letting it play out. A-gap is looking like it. He sees 66, sees him. What is he going to do? Take on a block, nice shed, and come and make the tackle. I mean, he could have, did a little better there. He still got a little extra yardage on that play right there. Could have been a little better. One more time for good measure. You know what I'm saying? Stout. He's more stout than what we were doing taking on blocks. I will give you that. All right, and that's it.
Let's see that again. Okay, good.